Hello everyone and welcome to another Train Sim World video. In today's video we are on the Lioness line on the West Coast Main Line, just the overground portion of the West Coast Main Line, the Lioness line. And we will be going from Watford Junction to London Euston. Let's get that panel door shut. Yeah, I really like this service. It's one of the nicest ones to do in my opinion. Let's just get set up.
TPWS and AWS operational.
TPWS, AWS operational. Fan speed high. Whack the aircon on. Tail lights off. Headlights day. Yeah. Signals green, so we don't need to worry about that. Here we are at Watford Junction. So it's going to be an evening service today. It's a quarter to 8. We should get to Euston at 8:30. It's about 45 minutes. I think we should get to Houston just after 8:30, but look at all these stops. 2 Charlie 58 and all the overground services are fairly busy. Yeah, 34 we're doing at Houston. Nothing coming through yet. There's the an Abbey line service over there, and there's a Southern 377. Oh, and there's a 350 coming in. I wonder if that's a 2 kilo service. Or maybe it's a 2 Tango. 2 kilo, thought so. Right, we are, oh no, it says there on DC power, nice. Because this line is DC, so the acceleration is not quite as good. Obviously the doors have shut themselves because they do that on this route, and let's get going. Hopefully, you shouldn't be able to hear too much of the fan I've got going on. Because it's on my window steel, whatever you can call it. I think it's seal. What's the speaker out of Watford? 15 Foresight. Yes, the fan is pointing upwards, blowing, because you know heat rises, so it's blowing upwards and by the window. So hopefully all the air that comes into this room will be cool air. Next stop, Watford High Street. It's a slight downhill, so I'm just going to put a little bit of brake on. But yeah, have you guys ever travelled on the Lioness line? What do you think of it? I have never travelled on the Lioness line. Never travelled on any overground line, mind you. In fact, I think the only time I've ever seen an overground train would have been when I went to either Clapham Junction, hello drive, or when I went to London Euston. Oh, it's, oh yeah, I forget these trains aren't that long. Right, up to 35 we go. The acceleration on these is superb. Let's get a little, oh, with the West Coast Main Line in the background. Oh, and you can still see a smidge of the other 710. Well, no, you can't. It's annoying that there's no driver in the driver's seat, because that just makes it look well unrealistic. Got 710, 375. Oh, that's... Just trying to make sure that we don't speed. Which we don't, which is cool. But yeah, it's currently 30 degrees in the UK, so the Xbox is most probably running a tad warm. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of brake on this one. So we're at Watford High Street. I am quite close to Watford, so this is most probably the closest station to me in the game, because I do actually live fairly close to Watford. No, I say that. I think it's about an hour and a half bus journey at the quickest, I think. Well, I don't know, but there's an operator that operates a route called 602, and that route takes 2 hours. So I'm at least a bit more than that away. Right, so let's slow down. Oh, there's a defib there. I think we should be able to use maximum brakes because we're more of a metro service. So we're expected to be a little bit quicker. GSMR is not registered, we should have never left like that. We should always have the head coder. This is why we should be able to do it manually. Not that I would have a clue how to set a GSMR up, but yeah. Right. Let's get going. I think that'll be the only time we use the right hand side doors on this one. No. Actually, there's a couple of island platforms. A couple of stations with island platforms. Let's go. Next station, Bushy. Speed limit 35. Want to accelerate smoothly, don't want to make it a total uncomfortable ride for passengers. Yeah, there's always something going on in these metro style commute services, which is why I like doing them so much. Because there's always something to do, there's always something going on, which is quite nice. Right, I think it's just around this corner. But yeah, I've got an ice pack on my Xbox. It's wrapped in tissue. Normally what I do is I'll do 3 sort of kitchen rolls. Not whole rolls, just pieces of kitchen roll. I'll get an ice pack in the centre bit, wrap it over, put it on my Xbox so it doesn't leak onto my Xbox and get water in it. But it does cool it down. How much it actually does, I have no idea. Is there a 20? I seem to remember that there's a speed reduction coming to Bushy. On the side, I can't remember what it is. 20, okay. I thought that's what it was. Yeah, I haven't done this route many times, I still remember it. I mean, the overground routes are the easiest ones to learn, because it's never really more than 45 miles an hour. Oh wow, look at that. Pendolino going through on fast. Zooming past. Yeah, I really want to do a full shift stream. If I ever got a headset, I'd so do a full shift stream. Right, let's just bring it to a gentle light stop. And go miles past the marker. It's a very, very tight timetable on the overground. I haven't got much time to stop. I'd love to be a guard on these services. Back when these services would have had a guard. Obviously now it's all driver-only operation. But yeah, it would have had a guard at some point, I'd imagine, before the 378s came in. What was... Actually, that's a point. What was on these lines before the 378s were a thing? It feels so weird being slower than the slow lines but being next to the fast, because you'd have thought it had been super slow, fast, but no, it's slow, fast, super slow. Right, let's get up to 45 miles an hour, next stop Carpenter's Park. Yeah, a mile away. I expect us to be there in 2 minutes, so let's try and beat that. Oh look, there's a Pando. Might be one of the ones that stops at Houston. Well, I hope it stops at Houston. Might be one of the ones that stops at Watford, is what I was going to say. If it doesn't stop at Euston, then Houston, we have a problem. Sorry, that was a terrible pun. Fail, whatever you want to call it. Oh look, I like how that tree's just been chopped down. Well, no, chopping down trees isn't a good thing, but in real life you can see things like that. Because obviously freight train companies which run on that side carry things on this route. They carry things like cars, and obviously you don't want to turn up with a load of cars on your train and none of them have windscreens because they've all been taken out by trees. Do you know what I mean? That'd be an awkward meeting with the Network Rail Mobile Operations Manager, or who I'm assuming would be responsible for that kind of thing. Here we are at Carpenter's Park. It's a very quiet train as this one. Normally I have my TV on 8, but because of my fan, that's quite loud, I have it on 10. But with this, I have it even higher, 12. Alright, we need to start slowing down. Otherwise we're going straight through, making a right arse of ourselves. Yeah, that's slowing down nicely, I like that. Bring it in for a gentle stop. Perhaps it could have been a bit smoother. Yeah. I think someone's having a bonfire. Near me. Either that or it's my Xbox melting away. Which I'm assuming the fuse would have activated, so no, it's not that.
Monitoring is in use at this station for your personal safety and
Hang on a
security.
minute. Just gotta check something. Okay, the Xbox is warm, but that's not what's making the smell. Okay, that's great. It's most probably the fan that's the smell of a bonfire will be coming in, and the fan's chucking around the whole room. Right, is that one off? Yes, it is. But yeah, if you didn't know, Dovetail added the 5-car 710-3, which is obviously what we're using today. Yeah, I didn't expect them to add that into the timetable update. I mean, the overground timetable is still a bit naff. You can still sometimes go an hour with no services, like in the middle of the day. But yeah, the timetable while driving it seems decent. Up to 45 miles an hour. Next stop, Hatch End. Why are these lights elevated? Speed in a bit. It's alright as long as you rectify it quickly. There's another Pendo. Off it goes. Any track workers up there? No. Nice. I do like the tree stumps, but you can see they've obviously come around recently and taken a row of trees out. I do like that. I've never noticed that before. But yeah, Rivet Games, by the way, helps with the scenery on this route. So this route isn't just Dovetail Games. It's Dovetail Games that developed it and done the timetable and all that. But yeah, it's Rivet Games that done most of the scenery. Or a decent portion of the scenery, should I say. Because they never actually say what the split is. I mean, there's supposed to be no way of knowing. Right, let's bring the brakes on. And gently bring it down. Looks like Hatch End might have had some fast platforms. I mean, heck, maybe that was the slow line back in the day. Who knows? Right, we need to actually stop here, believe it or not. So those brakes better start doing their job. Right, let's stop. There, I'm missing all the markers, but it's alright. They're just advisory. You don't have to always stop dead on the marker, they're just advisory. Oops. Oh, 377 going southbound. Nice. I thought that had an electro star sound to it. A bit bright and Mainline-esque. Right, get the doors shut. There we go. Next stop is Headstone Lane, which is quite close. Looks like we're going to see something pass on the fast. I reckon it'll be a trio of 350s. Here's where it's a single 350, and that's not including that. That was my guess for the fast line, not the slow line. What is that, a 2 kilo? Okay, so not in service. Even though it quite clearly is in service. 2 kilo, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, the overground routes are really easy to learn. Like, it's just been 45 most of the way. It was 15 out of Watford, then 35, then 20, then it's been 45 ever since. So yeah, really easy to get on top of. An ideal speed for approaching stations would be 25 miles an hour, so you can understand why racing in a 40 like I'm doing isn't the best idea, but we got time to make up, so I'm not creating the smoothest of rides for our passengers, which well, would be in your contract to do so, but we got there bang on time, 3 seconds early. Do we put the reverser in secure? Yes. This noise. It's a bit loud, but yeah, the rest of the train's quiet, so I don't mind the horn being a bit loud. It's very twilighty. I bet autumn is like one of the nicest times on the railway. A little twilight shift, little evening. See, the one thing I'd have with train driving is the night lights are never bright enough in trains, like, because their train lights are meant so other people can see you, not so you can see what's going around you. And it's just a bit like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, imagine, say for example, it was in the winter. You start your shift at 1 p.m. and you're due to stay. What if it's a 9-hour shift? 1300 to 2200. You know, half your shift would be spent in the dark. You'd have your first 3 hours in light. No, 2/3 of your shift would be in the dark. There's a warning board for a 30, so let's be a good boy and slow down for it. I can't actually see where the 30 is. Is this Harrow Millstone? Well, it is. Christ, we're getting along. We're already a third of the way into the service. If you are enjoying, please do like and subscribe. Alright, just gently bring the speed down. Oh, you're really cool, squeaking your wheels and putting your foot down. Maybe you are outside. God, it's a bit yellow. It's a bit bright. Is that another 710? Because if I broke that early and still managed to speed, what an idiot. Yes, that is a 710. We need to revisit the Thameslink 700 at some point, or just any of the Desiros. It's quite fun. See, they've all got their night lights on them. I thought you should only put your night lights on once you can't see 100 metres in front of you. I can see more than 100 metres in front of me. It's getting a bit laggy here. Bit of a frame drop. Let's give it a save. I am on an Xbox Series S for this, by the way. So yeah, there's a bit less memory than a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. I thought I could close doors then. Oh, look at that, by the way. Bang on the marker. Well, like I said, the marker's only advisory. But it's good if you can stop bang on the marker. Oh, we've got a whole minute here. Let's whack the DRA up. Get outside and have a quick peek at the surroundings. It was fairly peaceful. See, one of my biggest bugbears of Train Sim World is, I like how all the doors shut at different times. In real life, when you press unlock doors in a train, you don't open all the doors, you just unlock them so people can open them. say for example on a 387, driver presses unlock doors, that doesn't mean all the doors open, that means people can press the button to open them. What's going on? Why has my train got no power? I've got DRA on you, Wally. Basically, the DRA, by the way, is the driver reminder appliance. So basically, if that signal was red, I'd put the DRA on, which stops me from getting any traction to the wheels, which is what you saw happen there. I couldn't move. I'm also speeding. It's not 45 anymore, Liam. Come on. You absolutely now. Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, it just stops you from being able to gain power so that you don't pass a red signal, obviously. That was 45 ago. What's the next station? South Kenton? No, it's Kenton first. I like how the speed thinks we can go up to 90 miles an hour. What are these capable of? 75? Yeah. Trust me, we won't be getting up to 90 any time today. But yeah, the driver reminder appliance should also be applied when getting up or out of the seat in a train. So to change drivers or to whatever, or when a cab's not operational, like if we were to go into Euston and change ends, we'd have to put the DRA on in this cab. So yeah, that's why you weren't able to move. I could have been sat there a while. Right. Slow down. By the way, I've been train spotting on the West Coast Mainline. It's in the trains and buses at playlist. But yeah, it was at Bushy. If you want to see some trains at Bushy, here's a video. I think it was October 2024. I don't know. I want to go again. It's just finding the time. But I'll find the time. I promise. Maybe, I don't want to promise anything, but it's like it's summer holidays, so Fridays I should be free. So let's, maybe we'll do one on Friday, who knows. That would be quite funny. Oh, there's a 350. Increasing power, and off we go. Next station, South Kenton. Yeah, if you don't play Huddlers and Train Sim Wild, give it a go. Trust me, you'll be smarter than what you think you are. Because if I can do it, anybody can. Let's be real. What's this? It's just a road. What sort of road? No, it's not a road, it's tracks. It's not on the map. Dovetail Games, are those supposed to be there? I'm going to check. I'm going to check what that is off camera. Right, here's South Kenton. Let's just continue slowing it down. Oh look, there's another Southern 377. Wonder if that one will get to Wembley before us, what do you reckon? How much time do they have sat at Watford? I know those. And when I went train spotting at Bushy, they used the Dash 7s. I haven't seen a Dash 2. I know. Well, I mean, I've never been on 77, might I add. I've never seen a Dash 2. We are cruising into South Kenton. We're going to be late. Whoa! Stand back, everybody. Bloody hell, nearly wiped you all out. Railways aren't a playground, you know. Reminds me of that Southern video where they were talking about drivers and their first incidents with trespassing. Come on. Doors open. Bloody hell. There's 350 north and south. minutes and 15 seconds past. What's next stop? North Wembley. Wembley. Then we go under and on to the left, and that's sort of when it looks alright. Because you've got the fast, the slow, and then the super slow. Which is what I would consider this to be. Sorry, you've got the fast, the slow, and then you've got the TFL. But yeah, I want to get the Mainline. I do want to get the Mainline. I don't want to buy it because it's half the route. I want to get it, if that makes sense. I'm not going to buy it at full price for sure. But if it goes on a little cheeky 50% off, because it was made 3 months ago. You know, when the Suffragette line came out in March, 3 months after that released, it was put on sale. By the way, you do need Suffragette line for the service. I probably should have told you that at the very start. But yeah, if you want to see these overground services on West Coast Mainline, or if you're wondering why you haven't got these services on West Coast Mainline, it's because you don't own Suffragette line, which is what's needed. Signal flickering away there. Signals look nice and bright. Well, I've heard they're quite distorted compared to real life. Bit of forceful braking. Next stop, Wembley Central. Yeah. We're here a smidge early. You're gonna get on, love. I'm closing doors in 10 seconds. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nah, you missed it, love. Soz. Why are they all facing away from the train? Have I done something? Like, why are they all looking like, what the bloody hell you done, you mug? Like they're all giving me that look of like, you absolute melt. I was just switching what charger my phone was plugged into. I love the run-in sounds on the 710. The little sounds when you go over something on the track surface. Like that, but just like the track surface. Is it still slow charging? No, it's normal charging now. Right, we're continuing on. Ooh. Just gently cruise it in, just to get it close to a tiny amount of brake. That'll do. Right, a bit more brake. A bit more brake. Bit less brake. Bit more brake. Ooh, yellow signal. Wonder if we're behind a Bakerloo stock. Bakerloo train, sorry, 1972 stock. Nice. There we go. I think we're actually a bit late there. Yeah, 3 seconds late. Off we go. Up to 40. Ding. Nothing through. Oh, little old abandoned platform at Wembley. Wembley Arch should be just over it. There it is, there's Wembley Arch. For Wembley Stadium. Don't know what else it'd be for. Half an hour into the video, if you're enjoying, please do like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated to see all the support this channel gets. We're on 200 126 subscribers. I'm not a man to care about popularity, but that is a mind-boggling amount of people. Like, I genuinely can't believe how big this community has grown, and not just with me, with everybody that plays TSW. Like, I watched Richie Rail and Casual Rail's video on Richie Rail's channel, and they were talking about it, and yeah, the community has grown an awful lot, and it's such a nice community to be a part of as well. We've got some goals we want to achieve. You know, I don't want to take this content a lot further from what I've got it at the moment. Like if I ever got a job, like I'd be able to buy a DLC, which would be so great for the channel because we could just, whenever something comes out, buy, bang. But yeah, I wouldn't buy it if it was not worth the money. Don't get me wrong. But yeah. Yellow line will not apply to you, love. I think it does, mate. I think the rules apply to everybody. Entitled scumbag. Oh, don't overshoot. I think we narrowly avoided tea and biscuits with the manager there. Actually, I'm going to go as far as to say, look at that. I nailed that. That is beautiful. Oh, and we're early as well. Oh, look, little roundabout. What's it look like, a racetrack?
For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking.
Excuse me, give way to the right.
This includes e-cigarettes.
Oh, okay, fair enough. No one on your right. Whoa, going a bit fast there, pal. Didn't even indicate. Ah, cute now. I mean, it's London. What do you expect, actually? Well, what's that? Pair of 350s. I think that's the Intercity, Wembley Intercity Depot. Right, when you close, interlock please. Shouldn't really put it in forward until the interlock's done and happened, but okay. I've done it now. What speed limit? 45? Yeah, I thought so. Euston next up. Oh look, is that the M25? Must be. Cool. Look at us speeding over the M25. We're not stuck in traffic like they are. We're getting on with life. Look at us go. I have no idea what that sign just said on there. I haven't a clue. I cleaned my steering wheel today with some surface wipes. Honestly, looks stunning. It's gorgeous. I don't know why you need something, but hey ho. What was in these places? I feel so separated from the West Coast Mainline. Right, let's actually keep our eyes on the track. I wondered what that was then. Right, let's start braking. Are you going to stop that? I'm going a bit quick there, love. Yeah, it's been a really nice evening shift. I mean, it most probably wouldn't be evening at this time. What's this? 8:15, yeah, it'd be another hour before it was fully evening. Like getting dark sort of evening. Let's continue slowing down a bit more. Ace that one again. Cool. Maybe the marker is where it's at. Maybe I lied to you earlier. Right, 45, but then it's 30 before the next station. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, there's always warning boards for speed limits. They're never that hard to guess. Is this the West Coast Main Line? Yeah. Anything coming? No. What about that way? No. hang on, we need to go. It's not 30 seconds past the minute that we go. Off we go. Right, we've got time to save, so let's just bang it in full. Nice. Smash it in. Full beans. Bit of welly. Give it a bit of welly. Oh, sugar plums. Speeding. Terrible, I know. You wouldn't expect any better from this channel, let's be honest. Is this where... oh no, that'll be trains that connect to the North London line. Right. Let's slow down because I left that a bit late. Whee. Nice. No idea why GSMR's turned itself off. It wouldn't do that in real life. Because, well, if your GSMR turned off, then, well, you would have no tracking, I believe. Oh, is there something coming on this line? No. It's green signal, gotta be. Fortunately, there's no North London line services on here yet, considering that we have the North London line now. Oh, wow, there's one. Oh, shit. I like that track. They're awesome. Make sure that it's locked on both sides because I would have been fired for that. Open the left hand side doors. Oh! There's a bit of gap in the third rail. And I guess those also join up to the North London. Yeah. Nice. I don't know if it was 171s they used down there, or they 172s. I can't remember. Overground had some turbo stars, I know that. I reckon the 357s would have suited London Overground, you know. Not more than what they've got currently, but yeah. See, my lights are working fine, and I can see what's in front of me, so I don't see a reason to want to add more, put brighter lights on. Take it to stations the other side of that tunnel. No idea how long the platform is, I just hope it's half long. 40 minutes into the video, if you're enjoying, please do like and subscribe. Oh! Just warn people that there is a train coming in. Perhaps a little bit quicker than what it should be, but not to walk out into the tracks. doors closed and off we go. Only just stopped and we're setting off again. What's the next stop? Queen's Park. Then it's South Hampstead. And then Euston, right? No, Kilburn High Road, South Hampstead. And the other one, London Euston. Just the lesser important one is London Euston. It's not the terminus, it's not the southern terminus for the West Coast Mainline or anything. I bet it must be a nice feeling if you're an Avanti West Coast driver, come down all the way from Preston, and you just, once you get to Euston after, I don't know how long it is, I think it's, I'm going to assume it's 2 hours, 2.5 hours from Preston maybe. So I reckon it's a real nice stretch your legs out sort of one, because I reckon it's an hour to Birmingham. So if it's an hour to Birmingham, it should be like, I don't know, look at Joe Dobson's streams. I think it's 2 hours to Birmingham, isn't it? So it might even be 3, I don't know. Have a look on real-time trains, that'd be my advice. I think there's Pendolino going over there. Right. Or my eyes playing tricks with me. Fairly certain I saw something. Anyway, let's get it stopped. Then neutral. Finally, we can let me open the doors, I was going to say. Whoa. There's another one on that side. Another 30 seconds here. Anything coming through on the fast? Doesn't look like it. Might be something coming down this way. There's a double yellow. Anyway. Let's get doors closed and off to Kilburn High Road. Because this is where the Bakerloo line will leave us. I don't recall seeing any Bakerloo line stop on that journey, do you? I don't think we saw a single one. Hold on a mo. Watford Junction, Watford Junction. Yeah, it's not here. Why is there no... Okay, I'm not going to question it. I think they just left out the evening timetable. So services come down? No. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Oh, my lord, we're speeding. Just a smidge. Come on, slow down for fuck's sake. Nice. Gently pulling into Kilburn High Road. Well, the stop mark is quite high up the platform. Didn't we miss that by a fair few? That looks like a dual pair of 350s coming out of Euston. Let's give it a save because I haven't given it a save in a fair while.
Stop or use a help point.
Right, and we need to get out of it. Get moving, as they say. Nice. There we go. Those are 350s. Cool, they got on quick. That must be a different pair of 350s, surely. Can't be the same pair. Right, up to 45. Yeah, the speed limits on there are really easy. It's mad to think that if we'd done a London Euston to Milton Keynes service independently, we'd be there by now. And we've not even made it to Euston from Watford Junction. It is incredibly, but it doesn't feel like it takes as long as the Avanti services. Like this feels like it's gone quick. And the Avanti services sometimes feel like they take a bit long. Take a bit of old time, shall we say. Right, slowing down gently for Southampton, sorry. Bringing the speed down. We need to bring it down a bit more than that. And you need to stand back, love. You're not getting on the train there anyway. There we go. Oh, yeah, and there was a second pair of 350s. Yeah, I can't believe they left the Bakerloo line out this time of evening and didn't think we wouldn't notice. DTG, come on, there's someone in my platform that used to It's an overground service, but still, I wondered why it would take 6 minutes or 8 minutes to get to Euston. I mean, we're crawling along at 30, but that's not even got a green signal yet, has it? No. It's going to be waiting a while. All the textures are gone blurry. Oh, there's a third. Oh, that is a bit sneaky. Couldn't see that. There we go. I don't know how we're gaining speed, but I'm fairly certain we're going uphill. What's next out of Euston? Nothing on the moment. There's a sea of reds. Sea of red signals. Right, clearly there's something going on this time because it's just keeps slowing us down and won't let us speed up. Out in the middle of nowhere. Still got green signals, mind you. Have we cut a 350 up? Oh, real. Platform A. Oh, sorry, line B. 40 miles an hour, soon to be 50, but that would just be stupid. Nice. I don't know why there's freight limits along here. Maybe for Euston engineering works. Possibly. I couldn't see what else it'd be for. But yeah. You let me know if you know. Yeah, we haven't got a clear road. No, that's a 710. We should now have a clear road into Euston. Don't know why it's got its night lights on. It's not that bright, bro. Yeah. If you got any video suggestions, by the way, pop them in the comments. I will read them. Actually, always read them. But yeah, got any video suggestions? Got any suggestions of a route you want to do, a specific service you want me to do? Then let me know. Could be on this game, could be on Fernbus, could be on anything. Right, let's bring it down to about 20 miles an hour. Platform 3? Yes, it is. Thought it would be. Surprised nothing's coming out of Euston. Past 25 we go. No more than that though. Because yeah, most stations up to a red or a buffer, it's 15, but at Euston, just so you can get the junctions cleared quicker, it's 25. There's a lot of things with forward-facing headlights on. I say that's just the one. So when's Mr. Avanti going? Nowhere with that colour signal. Bring it down to 15. Save it again. 125. Oh, don't think we'll be getting there for some reason. Call me a hater, but I doubt it. But yeah, that has been a drive on the Train Sim World 5 Lioness line. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time for some more Train Sim World. I nearly hit the buffers, but goodbye for now.
This is a safety announcement. It is not permitted to cycle, skateboard or rollerblade within the station building.